Hi friends, greetings from Anup Kelkar's Python Academy. Welcome back. So today we are going to see another problem statement from LeetCode based on SQL. So problem statement number is 1174 as the immediate food delivery second. So let's move to the problem statement. So basically a SQL schema is given to you as a table name is delivery where the columns are delivery ID, integer type, customer ID integer type, order date, customer preference delivery date again it is of date type. Delivery ID is a primary key with a unique value, so each delivery has their unique value, whereas each customer has their unique value. So the table holds information about the food delivery to the customer that make order on same date. So you have to specify the preferred order delivery date. So basically whatever order date you had mentioned. Okay, but you have to prefer, you have to also this table also have column which we show on which date customer preferred that specific product that should be delivered on which date, that is a customer preference delivery date. Okay, on the same date for date after it, whether the customer want that delivery on the same date or the next day. So again some problem statement related part is given to you. If the customer preferred order delivery date within the same day as the order date, then the order is called immediate. If the whatever delivery date has customer mentioned, what on which whatever date they had ordered, and if they preferred order date is same, that means the customer want that order on or delivery on that same day, therefore we will call it as a immediate, otherwise scheduled. Okay, so first order of the customer is in the order with the earliest order date. Okay, first order should be called as the earliest order date. Then the customer made, it is guaranteed that customer has precisely one order. So we have to write a solution to find the percentage of immediate order. What are the percentage of immediate order as a first order of all customer, which will be rounded up to the two decimal places. Okay, so example is given to you. Suppose delivery ID is there. This is a delivery ID. This is a customer ID on this order date, and customer preferred this date. So customer one and customer whose customer ID is one, they had ordered the specific food on this day, and they had preferred the on the next day, so that should be called as a schedule. But again the very next customer ID 2, they had ordered their food on the 2019 8th of, that is I think August, 2nd of August, and they preferred that order should be delivered on the same day, that should be renamed as an immediate. Okay, so likewise we have to write a solution. So we have to find out, we have to find out how many orders are immediate and what are the percentage of immediate orders. Okay, so if you see the customer ID 1 has the first order and their delivered ID is 1, so it is scheduled. So customer ID is 2, their first order, and their deliver ID is 2, that is immediate. If the customer ID is 3, first order with the delivery ID is 5 and it is scheduled. So for that you have to write a solution where we have to find out the how much percentage of immediate ordered in the first ordered to all customer, and that will be rounded up to the two decimal. So we will move to the problem statement here. So first we will write CT, that is a common table expression, where we will find out the first ordered as, for that we have to write select, we want those customer ID those who had ordered first time, like this. We want customer ID, we want their minimum order date, so for that we will write minimum of order date. That should be renamed as in first order date. So what if customer had those who has ordered uh, same customer ID has ordered subsequently 2 days. So first date that should be count as in first date. So to find the first date we are using the aggregate function as a minimum of the order date. From table name, what is the table name here? That is delivery. That should be grouped by customer ID because there are the there are the each customer has ordered multiple dates, so we want all record that should be arranged as in group wise. So for that we will use group by clause with customer ID. So now what we will try to write the select statement where we will try to calculate the percentage of first order. So for that we will use round clause which will be round to the 2 decimal. So previously I had given to you. Now I will try to write, we will try to calculate the percentage. So for that we will write 100, that should be multiplied with the customer those who has ordered first time, that should be written as in 1. So for that we will use here case when syntax. Case when, for that we will use for a time being we will keep as in we want this order from the delivery table. From delivery we want to join to table as in first delivery. So we will given as in alias name as in uh, first order. So with this city as a temporary table name is a first what is it name, first order. That alias should be given as in f on, we have to write the matching key. For that we will write, we want to match the customer ID of the delivery table. So delivery table ID is d dot customer ID equal to first order alias is a f dot customer ID, and we sorry We want the order date, so for from the table delivery, so for that we will write order date should be matched with the delivery date. So for that we will write first order date that should be matched with the. Now we have to write what we want from this column. So we now we have to mention case when syntax. So usually case when syntax is something similar with the conditional statement in Python, but in Python we will use if, elif, else. So in SQL, when we have to pass the conditional statement in within the query, for that we will use case when syntax. So here we will pass the case when syntax when the delivery order date is matched with the first order date. That should be assigned as in 1, otherwise 0. So first of all we have to write the delivery delivery table from the order date. If it is matched with the customer preference, I have to write this here. You have to copy, don't write, because something there may be a chances we can make some spelling mistake. For that I had copied this one. Okay, if the customer preference delivery date is matched with the order date of the delivery table, then it should be passed as in 1. Okay, otherwise, that is else part, it should be passed as in 0. Now we have our condition statement is completed, so for that we have to write end. And so for that we have to calculate percentage form. So for that we have to divide this statement with the number of rows. So for that we will use count function, count of star. So count of star will shows, it will try to count all the rows. Okay, and we will give this alias as a immediate percentage from delivery table, I think so. So likewise we had written here. So we had tried to write this code. So we had done. Now we will try to run this code, whether we will get correct output or not. Something error is there. Now we will try to run this one. Now we will try to run this one. Okay, so now it is accepted. So there are 50% of the order, those who are immediate orders. So what we had done here, we had first try to calculate first order. Okay, and whenever we want to calculate the first order, so for that we will use CT, that is a common table expression. Sometimes we call it as a temporary table also. Okay, so see, in table we have two date type column, that is the order date, on which order customer has ordered that food and on which date they prefer that delivery. Okay, so first of all we have to calculate the first order date. So for that we had used minimum function, as it is the aggregate function on order date column. So it will suppose a customer those who has ordered, for example, today date, that is 8th of Feb, and they said they had preferred that delivery should be on 10th of February. Okay, so we have to find out the first order date. Okay, so for that we will apply minimum aggregate function on that both the columns, that is order date. So on which we will get the minimum date first, that should be renamed as in first order date. Okay, and it should be grouped by customer ID. Why group by? Because there may be a chances more than one single customer can order more than one times. So for that we will try to group the customer ID, so it will gives you all the same customers deliveries or orders that should be arranged in table in a group manner. Okay, so now we will try to calculate the how many orders are immediate orders, that should be calculated in terms of percentage. Okay, so for that here we will use round function, that should be round up to the 2 decimal, therefore we will write as in 2. And how will we calculate? So first we will try to calculate the, we will use two table, that is a delivery table which is given in problem statement. Second one is a temporary table, that is a common table expression. So the name of the temporary table is first orders. So we will use the table alias as an F, and we will try to make the join between these two table with the common columns. So in the delivery table the common order date should be matched with the customer preferred delivery table from the first orders. So, or sorry, on the delivery table wherever it is match, if it is match then it should be given as in 1, that means it is a true. If it is not matched then it is 0. So it will accept only those dates wherever the customer's delivery order date and customer preferred delivery date should be equal or same, that should be sum. Okay, and then it should be divided by the total rows. So for that we will use count of star, it will count all the rows, all the records, and it should be multiplied with the 100. So it will gives you whatever decimal number you will get in terms of 100 percentage, and that number should be round up to the 2 decimal. We want only 2 decimal values in terms of percentage. Suppose here answer is given to you 50%, so it should be written as in 50.00. So for that we have to round up this result or answer as a immediate percentage up to the 2 decimal. So for that we will use round. First we will pass query, after that up to which decimal we will round up this number. For that we will use comma 2, and this entire expression that should be renamed as an immediate percentage. Okay, and whenever it will run, so it will gives you output as an immediate percentage, as in whatever percentage you will get. So we will try to join both the table. One table is a original table, that is a delivery table, we had used delivery alias, table alias as in D. Second one is a common table expression, that is a temporary table, we had given the common table expression name is a first order, that is F. So wherever the delivery customer ID customer id from the delivery table, customer id from the first order table is match, and order date is also matched with the order date should be matched from the delivery table to the first order date from the first order. Then and then it will calculate the immediate percentage until not. So here if you see delivery date, it should be not match. Yeah, it will be match. So how many here is 1, 2, order date and delivery date should be equal. 1, 2, okay, 3, 3, 3. Okay, out of how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, the order date and preferred delivery date is equal. 1, 2, 3. Out of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, out of 7. So 3 records are there in the table, delivery table, wherever the delivery date and customer preferred delivery date should be equal out of 7 rows. So 3 divided by 7, it will be calculated, it will be somewhere 300%, that should be divided by the 7, it will become near to 50, it should be round up to the 2, so it will give us you a 50%. So 50% are the result, 50% are the orders those who has ordered on the same date, that is a image those. So we will say it is a immediate percentage wherever the customers order date and customer preferred delivery date should be equal. So I hope you will get little bit knowledge from this problem statement, how we will be use case when syntax, how we will be use aggregate syntax, how we will be use join function, how we will be use common table expression. So I request you, before moving to this, first you should learn about common table expression, joins, some of the aggregate function, case when syntax. Then and then you can move this problem statement, so it will gives you better clarity. Okay, so I hope I had done my part. If you have any query regarding this problem statement, please do comment or subscribe our channel. Thank you. Have a nice day.